Welcome to TeaTime with MrFarr. It is a live podcast that I go live on TikTok every Sunday night at 8 p.m. I have no clue how I'm going to do this in the summer. No idea. I hadn't planned out that far. And you know what's crazy is I've been recording these episodes on TikTok and you know, streaming them live and everything. But there's a big but. That's two T's. I have not been actually posting them to YouTube, like editing them and posting them. So I'm thinking I might just be like, skip it. I'll just do raw edits. It is what it is. Whatever music's in there, I'm not editing nothing. Just post them. Just download them. Make sure the sound is cool and just post them. I think that's what I'm finna to do. What's up in the chat? How you doing, Art? I see you out there. Man. Are you working summer school? Yes. So I am working summer school. And I think there's a little bit of confusion. I actually had to go talk to my boss because I specifically said that I wanted to work the second session. That's in July because I already got my plane tickets for June. I'm out. You know what I mean? I'm out. So, oh no, it's good. I haven't even talked about that. But yes, I am going to work summer school this year. I've never worked summer school before. So this will be a first for me, which is, you know, totally fine, like whatever. But I just thought like, oh, if I can just work the second session. And you know what's crazy is I had emailed my boss about that, but he probably didn't see it because I asked him like, is it possible just to work the second session? You know what I mean? Like I was just wondering about that, but we'll see. I'm going to email him today. I got to email maintenance about spraying because I've been having some spiders up in my classroom. And then I got to email maintenance about fixing some chairs, and I just got some things to do, so I'll do that stuff tomorrow. Let me see if I can see this chat. What does it say? Oh, Joshua, what's good? I didn't have a few years, but no more. We're not even having it. Oh, you guys aren't having it. Oh, okay. Well, it is what it is. They said the drawer's open. The drawer is open. Is that creepy for y'all? Is that bad luck or something? Is that bad if the if the drawer's open? Oh no! Oh my gosh. Anyway, I'm supposed to answer one question of my own and then an AI question. That's kind of the format of the podcast, and then I'll respond to the chat. So, with that being said, the first thing I want to respond to is, let me tell you, it is the last 3 days. And so, dude, I thought I'd come up with this because I see a lot of people quitting. A lot of people quitting teaching. A lot of, this is why I quit. This is why I'm not going to teach anymore. This is why I've officially turned off the lights on my classroom for the last time. And I might do another TikTok about this, but I specifically just want to say this is why I'm staying. Here are some reasons why I'm staying. And I was thinking about some of them, you know, and all those kind of things. And like, what are reasons why I'm sharing? By the way, in the chat, it says I'm supposed to encourage you to share, to like, share. Yeah, if y'all could do that, that would be cool. You know what I'm saying? If you could like and share, that would be dope. But one of the main reasons why I'm staying in the classroom is, and this is the number one reason, and I was talking to some students about this, and I said, look for jobs like this. Look for this. It's my purpose. Like, it's my purpose. It's what I'm born to do. I'm born to teach. So that means even if I ever leave teaching as an actual like job, I'll still go somewhere and I'll still teach. You want to move in your purpose, whatever that thing is you were born to do, that thing that you love. Then when you go to work, and some people say, well, it's not like work every day. Nah, some days it is like work because there's parts of it that are crazy and crappy, but you love it and you'll continue to be motivated to go back because you move in your purpose and you will be rejuvenated, refreshed like nothing else you will ever do. So don't do things for money. I know I do things like some people are like, the students ask me, they're like, hey, would you do this for free? I said, I worked with students for about 5, 6, 7 years, something like that for free. So yes, I would work and mentor and pour into students for free because I've already done it. I said, would I do that as my main thing for free? No, because my kids is hungry. And they need to eat. My kids is hungry and they need to eat. So because of that, since they hungry, then, yeah, I can't just do it for free. I got to make sure that they eat, right? Like that's important. So that's the main reason why. But my number 2 reason is that I can make a difference. Like the crazy part is I can make a difference in the teaching. And I'll respond to the chat, so don't trip out. But I can make a difference in the teaching, but then I can also make a difference in students just knowing that someone cares about them, someone thinks that they can do well, someone's in their corner, and someone to try and bring some accountability. Trust me, I'm not as perfect as a teacher as it probably sounds like when I'm talking through this microphone. I'm a much better speaker than I am a teacher, but I'm growing and I'm getting better. And I know there's a lot of students who have been motivated, and hopefully there will be more students motivated into the future, like with what I do. So those are some of the reasons. The other reasons is every day is an adventure. Students are funny. We need people who care about students in the classroom, and if that's a sacrifice, it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Let's see, what other reasons? Oh, you know what? I get to be me. Like, I don't have to compromise. Like, I need that out of every job. And I also need spontaneity and I need people. Like, I need those things on a job. Like, if I'm going to find it fun. So, thank you for the people who have been liking and sharing. So I appreciate that. All right. So those are kind of the reasons. So I'm going to go to the chat and see if we can respond to some of, see what's in there. Let's see what's in there. Let's see what's in there. People are saying, yo, how long have you been teaching? I have been teaching, this is 4 years. Oh, I gotta do that. Yeah. Oh, Sarah, what's up? How you doing? Yeah, I have been teaching for 4 years. Someone said, I love you. I love you too. By the way, that's another thing. I did a whole video on that, on why I tell my students I love them. I know that can be weird or whatever, but hey, I think it's important that your students know that you care about you, and that you care about them. Yeah. So, that stuff is important. So anyway, but I've been teaching. I'm completing my 4th year of teaching. Hey, yo, what's good, Fox? But I'm completing my 4th year of teaching this year. So, and I just got tenured. So I don't even know what the tenure means. Besides, they can't just fire you easily. You know what I mean? All I got to say is you're one of my best teachers. Well, hey, I'm glad I could hopefully motivate you. And by the way, Noah, keep streaming, sir. Keep working on your streaming. Make sure your parents are cool with that. Make sure your parents are cool and they know what's going on, but keep working on your streaming, keep working on your craft. You know what I mean? That's awesome. We have the same experience. I'm going into my 5th year. Yes, me as well. I love teaching. I could do it for a long time. I have a lot of other aspirations as well, but yeah, I love teaching. I'm born to teach. So in some form or capacity, I'm going to teach. Love that you have for your students. Yeah, I do. I really love my students. The first year was really hard to talk about that. It was really hard to talk about that. Hey, you're welcome, Noah. It was really hard to talk about that and say that. So that first year, I don't think I said it too much. I don't think I said it. I might not have said it all. The second year, I would say it like the second and third year. I said it on the second year. I said it like on Fridays. And then I know, weird, right? And the third year, I would tell my students I love them on Fridays and then some other random days. I think I might go back to that, for sure every Friday, every weekend, because I think it's important that as they leave, they know like, hey, I love you and I want you to be safe this weekend and then come back. Like, I want you to come back to the classroom and you're welcome to come back. How was 6th grade camp? 6th grade camp was off the freaking chain. Liz is in here. What's good? Yeah, 6th grade camp was off the freaking chain. It snowed. It thundered. It rained. Yeah. by the way, when I post all my things, I think I'm just going to post them all just as they are. Just say, skip it. Let's just post it. Make a thumbnail for it. Blah. And just post them. So I think I'm going to try and do that tonight. So I'm going to try and post 2 tonight and then 1 or 2 tomorrow. I don't even remember how many I even have. But yeah. Are you out for the summer? No, we are not out for the summer. At least not yet. We still have 3 more days, but 3 easy days. I don't have any students who have to check into me. I do have, however, I got to do some chaperoning. So we're going to do our 8th grade trip. And then also going to, what's the other thing? Oh, and then we're also doing the promotion, which is Wednesday. And then the last day is like a water field day type of thing. Let's see. You're going to teach 9th grade and 7th grade at the same school. And that's crazy. That's crazy. I'm so thankful that I only have to teach. Like, I got to email my principal about that too, because I heard the class coming in was really large and asked them to try and balance out the classes. Cause I don't want a class with like 20 students and then a class with like 35. That's just crazy. So, and I heard that this class was really large. All right, Noah, have a good night. Get some rest. Good, sir. By the way, you know what? I gotta say, ELA teacher, you doing it. My hat's off to you, even though I've kept my hat on. It's because I don't like my hair right now. I haven't been to the barber. So I'm not going to cut my hair until 3 weeks from now. So I'm going to have my barber cut it right before I go out. That way when I travel, I can be fresh. You know what I'm saying? All right. Have a good night. Joshua. I think that's Joshua. Have a good night. I'm almost done with my stop motion with my action figures. Oh, that sounds dope. Okay, so look, if you got my email it to me, okay? PFAR at Hilmar.k12.cs. Why can't I get it right? PFAR at Hilmar.k12.ca.us. Yeah, that's it. What can I do? I cannot get that. That is so crazy. Do-rag on and wave. Yeah, I'm gonna be fresh out there. You know what I mean? Hey, but, yeah, I just keeping my hat on for now. I got my haircut, for the first time. What? That's crazy. Okay. So I actually learned how to somewhat cut my hair during COVID. That was like one of those things. So like during COVID, I actually learned how to get my hair, like how to cut it. I still cannot do this part. This part comes out okay now. But it's not tight. So I'm just going to keep practicing and eventually I'll get it. But sometimes I'll be cutting yeah, it's weird. Like, I'll show it. I don't care. Oh, right. I guess right there looks okay. But see how it's like curved or something? I don't know if I need to go I don't know. I don't know what I need to do. All I know is it ain't right. That's what I know. But getting a haircut is like just getting refreshed, especially when the haircut is right. So I'm going to get that right before I jet out. And I haven't seen my barber in almost 6 months. He going to be mad. He's going to be mad when I go back. Like, bro, what you doing? Oh my gosh. No, I go every 5 weeks. Even during COVID, my stylist, they said, I'm trying to get breaded. Come to my house backyard. Hey, for real. They was like, hey, we got to do what we got to do. We got to do what we got to do out here. It's a struggle. It's a struggle right now. They was like, we got to get our bread up. So I see that. I had just had my daughter and I mean, that makes total sense. I got it. I get it. Hey, and I was being cautious too. Like I told my kids, you can stay at your mom's or you can stay here. You can stay at your mom's or you can stay here, but you got to pick. Where are you vacationing? Okay, I'll answer in a second. But I told my kids, hey, you can stay at your mom's or you can stay here. They chose to stay with me, and basically they never left. They never left. They here now. They got once COVID was like coming down, then they went and got all their stuff, and they here now. That's what happened. Oh my gosh. Where am I vacationing? Okay, so I think first we're going to Atlanta. I'm not exactly sure. I just saw there's a group chat with my family and all the stuff we're doing. I don't really know what we're doing. I saw kayaking or something. I was like, bruh. But anyway, Atlanta. Then we're going to South Carolina to this town called Greenville or Simpsonville. I think they're like right on top of each other. Sorry, I had to get some water. And then we're supposed to spend some time in Charleston. What's in Charleston? I have no idea. I think I'm really gonna take a look at that next week, so I can kind of get a lay of the land and everything that we're actually doing. But it should be fun. It should be fun. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you right now. I've been to Atlanta. I went to Atlanta last year. Amazing. Very nice. Greenville. By the way, Greenville is not a big town. Greenville, South Carolina. But it is beautiful there. The downtown is amazing. They have, I think the park's called Reedley at the Falls. It's an amazing, there's this river that runs through the town and then has waterfalls that goes into the park, and the park is right off of the downtown. Come on. And then we got to go to a historical park too that they had just finished. It was called Unity Park. Beautiful. All the trees and everything aren't growing up because they just redid it, but it's called Unity Park because it used to be a segregated park, and they have a huge mural of this black couple that fought to unify this park. And actually you can look it up. They have a whole thing about the park online. They have a website and everything and the crazy part is there's older people talking in there, and the older people were the kids who played in the segregated park. It's crazy. Because we always think segregation and even slavery. We think Martin Luther King Jr. We think these things are so far away. But if you really get down to the nuts and bolts of it and time and people who are alive and all that, it ain't really that far away. Amongst the oldest slaves was dying during World War II. That just blew. When I figured that out, because I taught the kids about George Washington Carver, homeboy died in 1943, and he was born a slave. I'm like, bro, that's crazy. That's crazy. You know what I mean? Thinking oh, for sure. And then, my grandma is from Homer, Louisiana, and I think there's actually two Homers, but anyway. But she's from Homer, Louisiana, and she would tell us stories about people who used to be slaves who lived in her town. So I'm like, I didn't, you didn't put all these things together, but it's crazy. The history of things is quite crazy, and things aren't as far back as we kind of think. Here, I'm hoping to drive over to the beach. Let's go. Wait. Oh yeah, because you live in Florida. Yeah. Hey, definitely. It really was not that long ago. When you start doing the math, it's not that far back. That's why and I know this is kind of a controversial statement, people are like, yeah, what happened back then has no effect on what's happening now. Yeah, okay. It's not really that many generations, you know what I mean? I'm like, you only go one or two generations past my grandma, you're talking about people who were slaves. I'm like, that's not that far. Oh my gosh, but that's a whole nother thing. Yeah, my mom went to a school that that started integration. Yeah, there you go. One or two, that's it. Yeah, literally it's one or two. And in some cases it's just one. But, so that's another one of those things. It's hard to when you're black in America, it is hard to, trace your family lineage. Because a lot of those things were broken on purpose or not kept track of. So it's hard to, especially if there wasn't land ownership or taxes paid or something like that, it's hard to track your family lineage. Is very difficult. So my mom has done some work in that area, but not enough for us to know everything. Anyway, the last thing I want to talk about is this. is refreshing and recharging over the summer. Like, students need this, teachers need this, admin needs this, everybody who's involved in education need to refresh and get their minds right over the summer. Like refresh and get your minds right. Refresh and get your minds right. Like, over the summer, do some things that will refresh you. But then I also would recommend, this is a recommendation, is do something that does involve learning. But it doesn't have to be like, like some sort of school subject or something. Just learning something that you like to do. So one of the things I've wanted to do for a while is I'm just going to try one of these programs over the summer. I'm going to try it every day over the summer and see where it gets me. Is I want to learn how to speak Spanish, or have some semblance of that, or just know more or whatever. So over the summer, that once June 1st, I told myself June 1st I'm going to start, and I'm going to go for 2 months. So I'm going June 1st, I'm going the month of June, the month of July, and then we'll see where we're at. Hopefully I will have made some good progress, but I think that will help me in just communication with my students and knowing more. And then also, the students, like my students, seem to get a kick out of that if Spanish is used in the classroom and things. So I definitely want to try that over the summer. And then obviously I'm teaching, so I got to do that. But here's the other thing is I'm going to be going back into my classroom. So to like get some things done, but definitely refresh over the summer. Make sure you do some things that recharge you. Don't just be lazy. Like, don't just be like, oh, I'm going to sleep all day. Like, not that. Like, I ain't saying you can't take like a week off or something, but I'm like, do some things that refresh you, recharge you. Get out there, whatever that thing is. If you like hikes and you haven't been able to get on hikes, go on some hikes. If you like designing games, because I got students who like to do that, then design a game. Like, set yourself a goal, design a game over the summer. Like, whatever it is that you're wanting to do, like, do that. So, and learn some things over the summer. That way, at least you keep your brain engaged and growing, but then you're also doing stuff that refreshes you. I'm really going to take that to heart and try that over this summer. Some people are like, sleeping refreshes me. I'm like, come on, you got to do more than that. But yeah, for sure, do some stuff that refreshes you over the summer. Spend some time, and another thing I say, spend some time with the people who are important to you. Especially, we all have people around us who we intend to spend time with, intend to go kick it with, intend to reach out to, and we don't. So I'm like, hey, make a list of 3, 4, 5 people and just go have lunch with them. Go have breakfast with them. Just go over their house for maybe an afternoon and kick it. Have some ice, some lemon, some lemonade and iced tea, Arnold Palmer or whatever. Like, do some of those things and just reconnect with your people, especially the people, like those people that you intend to see. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So I would definitely tell you that. So I have a couple of people that it's like I wanted to do some things with. I wanted to go have breakfast. There's this old man. His name is Tom. Okay. And I used to work with him, and me and Tom used to always get into it at work. It wasn't anything crazy, but it was like whatever. But I intended to have breakfast with him like a month ago. Yeah, it's almost a month ago. It would be the 6th. That's the day I intended to have lunch with him, or breakfast with him. I still have not. So I am going to message him this week, and either Friday, because that'll be the 2nd and I'll be off, either Friday or Saturday morning, I will go and have breakfast with him and just hang out. Like within the last year or so, his wife passed away, and I know he's dealing with some things, and he always, like, we used to get into it because we used to work together. That's why we used to get into it, but it was all in good fun. Like, it wasn't like nothing malicious or bad or anything, so we would have fun. But it's definitely someone I want to reconnect with. You know what I mean? And so anyway, I encourage you to do those things over the summer. And with that, I'm going to look at the chat one last time. If there's nobody in it, we out of here. So we about to see what it is. cool. Oh, we back over here. What's going on? Oh, what's up? Oh, you back up in here. Well, somebody said, what did they say? Oh, read something. You know what? I'm not going to read anything. I'm going to keep it real. I'm going to get a digital book. I'm going to have it read to me. So I am going to go through a book. But I'm not going to read it like that. Does that count? Does that count as reading? If you have it read to you. Does that count as reading? Because if that counts, then I'm going to read. But I would encourage people, though, to read something. Read, learn, watch, do like learn something. Reading is good too. And so I am going to do that. What up? Anyway, with that being said, I think I'm outro. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the people who was up in here. Appreciate y'all. I'll be back next Sunday night at 8 p.m. I think what I might do, though, is maybe I might stream more. I may not necessarily put it in a podcast, but I think I might just stream more. Just come on here and talk about a few things. But, yeah, we'll see. We'll see how the summer goes. I don't really have a formula for the summer. I was just planning on doing this Sunday nights. But for sure, I'll do this a couple more, and then I'll definitely check in on TikTok. So if you're on my TikTok, then you already follow me, or you should follow me, and you already see me there. And then when I do summer school, I'll definitely check in during summer school, because that'll probably be cray. All right. Have a good night. Sarah, I'll see you later. Peace. And anyone else who's watching this. All right, MrFarr out. Hey.